I'm going to start out just letting you know that I didn't start doing real estate until I was 40 years old. I was back in Oregon. We have a lot of rivers and wilderness areas and so on. And so the first part of my life after I got out of college, I was a river outfitter. So I spent 20 years on the river. And so about the age 38, I got married. And being gone all the time wasn't really conducive to family life, so I started looking around for something else to do. So I thought, man, selling real estate sounds like a really cool thing. And I used to take a few realtors down the river and got to know them a little bit, so I decided, well, I think I'll try to start selling real estate. So I went and, like all of you did, and kind of explored real estate and got my real estate license. Well, I didn't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm a stupid old river guide, you know. I didn't know anything about real estate. So my first year in real estate, I just kicked rear. I sold $1 million worth of properties. And I thought, man, this is okay. I'm really doing good. But I was starving to death. And you can't live off selling $1 million worth of real estate anymore. So anyway, I was fortunate enough to start getting to know some other real estate agents, and not in my local area, but around the country. And one of them was Leslie, who just talked. And I got invited to join a group of top realtors around the country. And just because I got to know a few of them, and I started hanging around these guys. And the next thing I did, I ran into Rand Smith. And I found Rand Smith because somebody had sent me, you guys probably remember cassette tapes, but it was a cassette tape, and I plugged it in my car, and it was these agents talking about, hey, there's this guy in Monterey, California, and this guy knows more about real estate than anybody I've ever met. So I'm on a mission now, right? I'm going to find Rand Smith. And so I found him, and I got a phone number for him, and I called, and he got on the phone, and Rand was kidding about his voice and so on. God, this guy's a real estate agent, the way he's talking and so on. And so he starts going on and talking to me, and the more he talked, the more he got my attention. And he started telling me some things that I had learned from these other top agents. And you know what that was? It was having systems. And everything you do, you need to systemize it. And because if you start doing the same things over and over again and systemizing them, you could really start doing a ton of business.